assumptions make it hard for me to function as rough. Cause every something I ever wanted was once in my clutch. So ain't nowhere to go from here but up.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Right to the air is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air goes Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They will run. It's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And Hardline's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 6. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Daniels going to give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They go play action. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after here, coming up. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Commanders 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try to run for it with Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the rain, as we expected might happen at some point, has started to fall here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Daniels looking to throw. Setting up a screen, Krosky Merritt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Commanders have regained the lead.
On for the point after.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Giants 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think But this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Giants at 6-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On first down, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Krosky Merritt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Daniels. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Commanders.
Throwing now is Daniels. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Calvin Austin on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how goofies are moved for the green. Saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Get set. Bring it to your set.
Here's Dart. Open man here is Benson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mind-blowing is a classical part. Zamrock, a hip-hop, and a tornado squad, yeah.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Honey.
To throw is Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Giants first
to throw
down.
now, Dart. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's a 10-yard
It'll be a
loss.
loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Second. 3 into your set. Bama.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Giants first down. 1st and 10.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right
No
at
gain
the
on the
line.
play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Benson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Alert, Panther.
Scattaboo. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scattaboo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Commanders 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They'll come up now. This is second and long. He's back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
And it's fourth down.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.